Experience growing up, and then I also got diabetes when I was 16. So this is young Tanisha. So now adult Tanisha, because I have a background of being abandoned, when people don't respond to me in a timely manner, I delete their number from my phone. I unfollow them on Facebook and Instagram. And when they do eventually hit me up, I make them wait because they made me wait. That's me as an adult. Now, when I don't feel like I'm being heard by someone, I make sure that I don't hear them either. So when they need me, I turn off sweet and empathetic Tanisha. I turn that part off. I don't care if you have a bad day. I don't care if you need me to do something for you. I'm not doing it because you hurt my feelings. Well, what exactly are people doing? To be honest with you, they are not doing anything. I'm being triggered, right? Somebody don't respond to me in 2 hours. Oh, she doesn't think I'm important. Oh, well, she's not. Oh, okay, so this is what we doing? Okay, well, I'm not doing X, Y, Z for you. That stems from when I was a child, nobody listened to me. I didn't have a voice. I was raised in a very authoritative way. And don't get me wrong, I love my mother, and my mother knew what I was going to say here today. But the reality is the reality, right? And she didn't know what she was doing. None of I mean, you guys are parents here in the room. You know, like, it doesn't come with a handbook. So we don't know that the things that we're doing with our children can manifest into them now creating their own reality that may or may not be actually valid, right? So because I have that history of that, that is the reason why anytime I feel triggered, that is the way I respond. Because like we talked about before, the brain is literally like a brick road. It's already mapped out. So everything that happens from there is really just like it's just like a circle. So we have to be responsible for rewiring our brains so that we can have better responses. So I had to tell myself positive affirmations. I had to say, Tanisha, you are worthy. You are loved. Reach out to this person. Let them know, hey, when I don't hear from you, I feel X, Y, Z. Or even acknowledge that, you know what, it's not really about me all the time. This person may have their own things going on. They're living their own life. They're doing the best that they can. But I had to learn how to rewire so that I could self-reflect, so that I can send myself those positive messages, so that I can have friends, so that I can be close to my family. Because the way I was living before, this was the process. I don't hear from you in an hour or two, I delete your number. I don't hear from you for a day. Oh, guess what? Now you're gone from Facebook and Instagram. If I don't hear from you for 2 or 3 days, next time you hit me, I'm not even going to respond. That was old Tanisha. Because I felt that if I didn't hear from people in my timely manner, which really was not timely, 30 minutes is not timely, not even an hour. But if I didn't hear from them, that's how I felt. Or if I send you 2-paragraph text and I get a text back, okay, right? I can't talk to her. Like, what is this? She don't understand how I feel, right? Or I'm not gonna call him. I'm gonna stop dating him. He don't know how I feel, right? When I started dating again, I learned a lot. You know, it's like I'm looking at people like, how come I ain't getting no text back? Oh, he's late. He's this. He's that. And it's like this is a whole nother being that has life going on for themselves. And when we stop and reflect, we are able to make sure that that relationship still flows. All relationships should be reciprocated, right? But it can't be reciprocated if we're not even letting people know what we need, if we are expecting them to know. I was expecting people to know, if I don't hear from you, I need to hear from you in 30 minutes or whatever. I was expecting people to know I need to feel listened in order to be validated, right? But what I learned is that because people have so much going on, I need to validate myself. I can't count on someone else all the time because we all have things going on all the time. You know, life is hard. Just get in here. I mean, look at what we had to do. Everybody had to find a parking space, right? The door wasn't open. It's like, it was a lot. this morning, Safeway didn't have the sandwiches ready. I was secretly breaking down. I was texting my auntie Jerry, oh my God, the sandwiches not ready. And it's like, Tanisha, what can you do?
Right.
What, you know, really, what can I do? What I'm going to do? I'm going to go back there and lay out the croissants and the cheese myself? I have to wait, you know? But old Tanisha would have went off right there in Safeway because I would have felt like I was abandoned. Like my needs are not being met. I called you guys 2 weeks ahead of time. You don't have my sandwiches? I want to talk to the manager. This don't make no beep, beep, beep. sense. I got places to go. And y'all gonna compensate me. And you gonna do this and you gonna do that and you gonna do that because like Tree said, now I'm angry. Now it's rage. But I calmed down and I said, okay, when can you give them to me? And the lady was like, we can make them in 20 minutes. She said, I'm so sorry. And you know what? Because you're patient, they're free.
Nice.
Now, if I would have went up there and been like, woo, 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 this what we not gonna do.
Yep.
Right? Losing earrings and stuff, brain swinging, early in the morning. I would have not got that blessing. Right? Because I told myself, Tanisha, this is not your mother, this is not your father, this is not your aunt, this is not anybody that's trying to hurt you. This is a mistake that happened that had nothing to do with somebody thinking about you. It's not about you. But before, everything was about me and how people treated me. You don't call me back, you don't love me. You don't give me money when I need you, you don't love me. It was always me, me, me. And a lot of us carry that subconsciously without realizing it because we didn't get our needs met. And I know that may be hard to hear because we all, we all love our parents. But the reality is nobody is perfect and none of us were raised perfectly. And